You know what? This is mayoral music if I've ever heard any. I mean, this is the type of music that leads up to a proclamation or an announcement. Mr. Mayor, we'd like to open the door if you'd like to announce anything on BT.
I'm going to announce that this guy looks cool with the yellow tie and the yellow cravat. My God, he looks cool.
When the mayor swings on by the studio, a guy's got to bring his A game. What do you make of today's editorial cartoon in the Edmonton Journal?
Adorable. I love these things. You know, I don't think I've got that skinny legs though. You know, I mean, they're little skinny chicken legs. You know,
you're dipping your toes in the water.
Yeah.
You're not sure how you feel about a fourth term. Telling those about 2,000 Edmontonians in attendance yesterday at the State of the City address that you quote cannot in good conscience tell your audience what your intentions are. How come?
Well, I think since some events transpired since the provincial budget, I think there's issues that I think are important that I don't think it was the time to make that announcement.
Is it oversimplifying to say it's about the 38 to 40 million that's missing from post-secondary, the missing 100 million for the downtown arena, and maybe even some funding for the South LRT line?
No, South LRT line is fine.
So that's.
Well, we think that's down the road. I mean, you know, the province has allocated some money through Green Fund. We got to. No, I think we're fine with that. But it's some other ones. But there's other issues. I mean, that the province decided to. You know, and I appreciate they have a tough budget, and I appreciate they have challenges. But at the same time, you know, we have to run a city. We need advance notice. And if you're going to cut funding to Tech Edmonton, if you're cut funding for recreation programs, you cut funding for a variety of things, we need to know in advance. Because we can't, you know, now we're coming up to our season. We've done our budget. So how are we going to replace those programs? How are we going to deliver the things our citizens expect?
You said here that, quote, good enough thinking relating to universities can, quote, shackle creativity of our brightest people. You seem to blindside Advanced Education Minister, Deputy Premier Thomas Lukaszuk a little bit, and I want to give you the opportunity to ask the very fair question. Mayor Mandel, who pissed in your cornflakes yesterday?
Well, I think that's a pretty strong statement. I thought that what we tried to do was to strike a balance between the really important issue, which is the post-secondary institutions. And as Minister of Advanced Education, an Edmontonian, he should know more than anybody the importance of our post-secondary institutions, the City of Edmonton. I shouldn't have to be telling him that. And I think that the need to understand why it's so important to the city as an economic driver, as an integral part of our economy, something that he as a minister should understand more than anybody.
It was far from rain clouds and doom and gloom yesterday at your announcement. I love the inspiring messages that you threw out. You said you encourage Edmontonians to shout louder about things that we know to be true, and you often indicate that we're proud but we're scared to talk about it. Do you feel that Edmonton's self-esteem has risen in the 9 years you've been mayor, but maybe there's still that final hurdle or two to overcome?
Oh yeah, I think there is some hurdles, but I do think it's come a long way. You know, this is a phenomenal city. I don't think that the citizens of Edmonton realize what a great city they have. It is the best in post-secondary education in the country. We have the most wonderful environmental environment, i.e. the River Valley, or the city's environmental policy. We have a wonderful quality of life, an affordable quality of life, highest wages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, people don't necessarily, wonderful culture, more arts, et cetera. And people don't necessarily appreciate all the wonders of this city. They do, but they don't want to brag about it. And we're very quiet, we're very reserved. But, you know, sometimes we need to brag a bit more so the people around the world know that this is a great place to come to. And so when you end up having to attract and recruit people, or when they think about Alberta, they think Edmonton first. And that's really important.
If you had conviction that there was a legitimate successor, either on council or otherwise, that you, in good faith and with good feeling, could hand off the city's future to, would that impact your decision whether or not you'd run again?
You know, it's not my job to pick a successor. That's a citizen's job. If I don't run, then that's up to citizens. I would not get involved anyway in any campaign for anybody.
Okay.
I think that's in very poor taste by any elected official to try to pick their successors. This is a democratic country, one that allows people to make those decisions. We have some very bright people in council, very bright people in council who probably do the job better than I can. But right now, I'm the mayor. I speak for the City of Edmonton on certain issues with the support of City Council, with cooperation of City Council, with the backing of City Council. But I don't there are great people in City Council.
Quoting from your address yesterday, you said, whether a job feels finished, whether the things I promised to do sit comfortably in the done pile, you cannot determine. You said key issues affecting the state of the city are genuinely unsettled in your mind. It sounds to me like you're setting yourself up to run again, which is why yesterday, now we filled this out before your State of the City address. I didn't think you were going to run again. I've changed my answer. Bridget does, Michelle does, Carla does, Courtney didn't. Now, your colleague on council, Kim Krischel, believes you will run again. And I just wanted to, where should I put the...
Sure, I'll put it both places.
Okay, there you have it here. Breaking news. The mayor both will
won't run.
And will not. You either will or will not run. This is the type of insight we get. It's always so good to see you.
Great to see you.
One heck of a speech yesterday. One of our viewers, Rilla, said that if you'll deliver a speech like that again next year, she'll find childcare and she'll be there.
Oh, good. That's very kind of you.
Mayor Stephen Mandel joining us here live on BT. We're back with more from Bridget Ryan. Parkour in Sherwood Park. Coming right up.